Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Yoga for Everybody session today. My name is Skyla Ramirez. Let's get started. Our theme is heart health, cardiovascular health. So to get started, turn the palms up, and you can come into a standing position at this time if it's more comfortable for you. We're taking our left hand inside of the right hand, placing the thumb in the palm, and just go ahead and start creating some clockwise circles with a good amount of pressure into the palm of the hand. So in reflexology, it's recommended that you would do this pretty rigorous massage to the palm of the hand for anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 minutes. So it can be short and sweet, or you can go a little longer with this. Let's switch sides. We're going counterclockwise on the right hand. So the pressure it's pretty intense, actually. If you notice any sore or tender spots in the hand, just maybe ease up a little bit on the pressure or avoid those spots altogether. Just a couple more. All right, relax that out from where you are. Let's bring our legs out to a wider position, and we're going to turn the toes out and the heels in today. Let's bend our knees, seeing that the knees bend in the same direction as our middle toes. So we don't want the knees to fall in or to press too far out. We'll take our hands up into cactus arms, elbows are bent while the knees are bent. Inhale, straighten the legs, pulling the inner thighs in towards each other, and reach the arms out at a diagonal from that shoulder joint. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit, pull the elbows in. And if your clothing permits, try to flip your hips back just a little bit so that you're able to keep a nice long spine, strengthening the back with a hip hinge. Inhale, reach the arms up. 5-pointed star, pull up through the pelvic floor. Exhale, bend the knees, press the hips back, and pull those elbows in towards your waist. Inhale, reaching up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, pulling down into a moonflower expression. Reaching up, option to close the eyes so that we work a little bit of balance, center of gravity challenged when we close the eyes through the range of motion. It's usually easier to close the eyes when we're not moving. As soon as we start to move the body, we might notice that we feel a little bit wobbly. That is completely natural. Let's do 2 more of these, just trying to get some blood pumping in the lower extremities. If we've been seated a lot today, we want to get some circulation moving and even just get some lymphatic fluid moving off the body so we can avoid edema. Let's do 1 more. Big inhale, reach up, 5-pointed star. Exhale down, moonflower. Inhale, reach it up. This time, take the palms in towards each other. Press the palms together overhead. Now exhale, bring the palms down, palms up, arms at shoulder height, and bend the elbows. Let's add in a little twist at the waist to the left. Come to center. Inhale, straight legs, palms overhead, kind of like a jumping jack. Exhale, bend the knees, arms at shoulder height, palms up. Let's twist to the right. Twist to center. Inhale, palms up. Exhale down. Add in a twist. Come to center. Inhale up. So let's keep the movement really dissected right now so that we have that little bit of pause whenever we're reaching overhead, whenever we lower down. We have a little pause moving into and out of the rotations with our spine. So we're training a specific type of pattern in the body, the ability to actually dissect different parts of the body and to target specific muscles when we dissect this. They're just going to work a little differently. 1 more, dissecting this on the other side. Now let's try to make it fluid. It's a different type of pattern of movement. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Working with fluidity, Coordinating our breath with the movement, coordinating upper body and lower body as well as we rotate through the trunk and core. Let's do one more on each side. Bringing out the spine. Inhale up to center. From here, let's keep those hands pressed overhead. Walk the feet in. Toes are touching with some space in the heels. Let's shift forward and back a few times. Feeling our center of gravity shift. Bring it forward, lift the heels, reach up and out of the armpits. Big inhale into the chest. Exhale, pull the hands down to the heart, bend the knees and push the hips back. Coming into our chair expression with the feet close. Inhale, circle the arms back, bring them up and around. Press the hands overhead. Shift forward and lift the heels. Inhale, press up. Exhale, pull the palms to the chest and sit the hips back. Let's keep that rhythm. Inhale, circle, sweep up. Big breath in, little lift of the heels, or just shift forward. Reach it overhead, and now pull it down, hips pressing back, coming into our chair pose. Let's try two more. Inhale, reach. Little shift. So that little shift can feel challenging, especially if we're in our work attire and you have a small heel. So just let your weight go forward. Maybe even thrust the hips forward a little. Pull the hands down, press the hips back. One more. Inhale up. Shift, option to lift. And now heels down, hips back. Inhale, both arms up and overhead. From here, take the feet out wider than the hips, starting with both toes forward. Let's lift our right toe and turn it out to the side. Bending our right knee, taking the arms down to shoulder height. We're finding warrior two pose. Let's look over the right fingertips and just establish a steady gaze here. Finding the breath. On the next few exhales, imagining that the breath moves out and over your right fingertips. Let's turn that right palm up, reach it straight up, lean back a little bit, reverse warrior. Big inhale, reach. Now pat yourself on the back with that right arm and take the left hand around to the low back. So we're finding what are called cow's face arms. And this is going to create a unique stretch from the left foot diagonal to the right armpit. And then we're able to rest that left arm down and around behind us. Option to straighten the right leg. Maybe push back into that left hip. Keep that right hand patting your shoulder as you pull the armpit out over the right knee. Let's roll that left shoulder back. Maybe even try pressing your armpit forward and look up and over the left shoulder, working on strengthening those neck muscles. This could be so valuable if you've had to sit in front of a computer screen a lot already today, really taking care of that neck alignment. Let's take our right hand down to our right thigh. Maybe slide the hand past the knee to the right shin. Keep rolling that left shoulder back and pressing the right shoulder forward. Inhaling, extending the left arm straight up towards the sky to find triangle pose. Looking up, even if just for a moment, to work on strengthening the neck and core. If there's any pain, try looking forward or looking down at the floor instead, hopefully alleviating pain in the neck or spine. One more big breath here. Let's all bend that right knee, push off that right leg, coming up to warrior two once more. Bringing our hands to the hips for balance. Let's rotate that right toe in, turn the left toe out, and bend the left knee. At any time, you can adjust your stride in the warrior two foundation. Let's extend the arms out at shoulder height, palms facing down. From here, looking out over the left fingertips. Turning our left palm up for reverse warrior, reaching straight up with the left hand, reaching down with that right hand as if we're trying to reach to the outside of our shoe. We could look up, strengthening the neck, or maybe work with gravity and look back over that right shoulder. Big breath into that upper left lung. Let's pat ourselves on the back with that left hand, taking the right knuckles to the low back, cow's face arms. Taking a moment to reposition the trunk of the body, shoulders over the hips just for a moment. Big breath in with our cow's face arms. From here, straightening out our leg, pushing the hips back behind us, lengthening our armpit out over the left knee, rolling that right shoulder back. Keep pressing into the inner and outer blades of the feet. When your body is ready, release that left hand down either to the left thigh or slide past the knee joint to press into the left shin. Continue to roll that right shoulder back, looking over the right shoulder to strengthen the neck, maybe looking neutral, or maybe looking down at the floor, working with gravity. Option to extend that right arm straight up to the sky, holding on to 100 helium balloons, reach up and out of the rib cage. At least 2 more big breaths while we hold warrior triangle pose. Big inhale. 1 more big breath. Let's lower our right hand to the hip. Bend the left knee, push off the left leg, coming to warrior 2 again. Establishing our foundation. When you're ready, hands to the hips. Turning both toes forward and maybe just making a little more of a conservative stance with the feet. From here, we have our palms facing in. Let's bring the palms up, forward, around, turn the palms up and press behind you. At least 3 to 5 of these. Inhale, reach, flip the palms to the side walls, reach back and around. Inhale up. So we're prepping to eventually maybe try to clap our hands behind us or even to clasp the hands. 1 more, big circles, exaggerated. Inhale, reach back, thumbs are facing down, palms facing in. Let's imagine we're holding on to a volleyball by the low back, or maybe press it a little more and touch the palms of the hands together. You can also lace the fingers together. No matter where we go with those hands, we're trying to straighten out the arms, taking any bend out of the elbows so that as we stretch through that bicep muscle, hopefully we're actually helping to stretch even all the way up into the chest as well. There are some connections there that can help with optimizing your heart energy. Let's breathe into the center of the chest. 3 big inhales, big breath into the heart, lift the ribs, and then exhale, relax the ribs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Lots of rib and stomach movement here. 1 more. And relax. From here, go ahead and walk the feet into the width of the hips and shake off the knees. Let's take our right hand forward as if we're going to shake someone's hand. Shift the weight over into your right foot and try lifting just the left knee. So it's a left knee raise with a right arm extension, opposite arm and opposite leg. Relax that arm and leg down, extending the left arm straight out from the shoulder joint. Thumb is facing up as if we're going to shake someone's hand. Shifting our weight into the left foot, lifting the right knee, lifting from the inner hip. Hold it right there. If you start to feel a little quiver or a little shake, that is natural. Let's let it come down. So let's do a few more of these. This inner hip area can get really tight when we sit for long periods of time, but unfortunately it's not strong. It's a muscle that can get tight, but it's lacking neuromuscular connection. So we still need to strengthen that muscle. Let's take our weight into the right foot. Right hand forward, left knee up. Take it down, weight in the left foot. Left arm forward, right knee up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's do a few more. So while we're doing these, I just want to explain why we're doing it. We're coordinating the upper body with the lower body this way. It's called a bilateral movement. So this is used to help balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain. One more on each side. Right arm, left knee, and down. Left arm, right knee, and down. Same movement, but we're going to cross it over. So we have our right arm, left knee. Try crossing that right hand over to the outside of the left knee, and now let it down. Left arm, right knee, cross it over, and down. Let's try two more on each side. Left knee, right arm, cross over, and down. So this may or may not be with your breath. That's okay. Cross over and down. Last set through. Left knee, right arm, nice and slow. Cross it over and down. Right knee, left arm, cross it over and bring it down. All right, now shake it off. Shake off the knees and the legs. From here, take those feet out wide. One more time. Let's practice another big stretch to open up the liver and the kidneys. Lifting our right toe, turning it out to the side, finding our warrior two foundation once more. From here, taking our right elbow down to that right thigh. Let's turn that left palm up towards the ceiling and sweep it over your head. Working with a little trunk rotation here today. Let's take that hand down in front of our face, pass the inside of the right thigh, drop that left shoulder down and keep pushing into the left leg. Circle it back towards your hip and now slowly rotate through the trunk of the body, pushing into that right arm. Exhale, take it down, rotate. Inhale, open it up. Another rotation. Two more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Loosening up those muscles around the low back and hip. Let's take our left hand to the hip. Push off the right thigh. Let's do that on the other side. Right toe forward, left toe out to the side, bending the left knee. Warrior two foundation, holding it here. When you're ready, let's take our left hand or elbow down to that left thigh. Turning our right palm up towards the ceiling and then reaching it overhead. Press down and back into the outer blade of the right foot and then pull open that right armpit. Rotation can feel very different on this side as we're going to be really manipulating and massaging the liver with this rotation. So just move nice and slow. Exhale, take the hand down, flatten the back. Sweep it past that back hip. Inhale, open. Exhale, rotation to close. At least two more. This is a movement that is also massaging and manipulating the psoas muscle. That is the muscle that connects our upper body to lower body. It's the reason why we're able to stand. One more. Big inhale. Right hand to the waist, pushing off that left thigh. From here, bringing the feet into the width of your hips or pelvis bones. Let's try a traditional chair flow. Inhale, sweeping the arms back and around. Exhale, back and around again. Bring those palms forward, press them in front of you, and push the hips back, coming down as low as your hips permit, as low as your work clothing permits as well. Inhale, take it back, bring it up. Exhale, back and around. Sit those hips back. Reach forward with a flat back. Drop those hips. You can lift the heels a tiny bit to take pressure off the knees. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, back and around. Push the hips back, palms up. Last one. Hips back, palms up. Inhale, arms overhead. This time, let's lace the fingertips. Invert the palms, push it out. Lean over to one side, crescent moon, maybe even touch the feet together. Inhale, pull up and out of those armpits and ribs. Lean a little more. If you're leaning to the right, push your left hip over to the left and then lean to the right with the arms. Let's bring it to center. Leaning to the other side. If you're leaning to the left, push that right hip over to the right. Inhale, pull up and out of the armpits and ribs. One more big breath. And bring it to center. Let those hands relax. Let's just fly the arms a few times to find some symmetry in the body from any standing position. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring it down. Maybe close your eyes as we are wrapping up our session today. Just closing the eyes is enough to recruit a little bit of a balance challenge. We don't always have to stand on one foot or do some sort of crazy Cirque du Soleil posture to work on balance. It's enough just to close the eyes and give your eyes a rest, you know? As much as we sit in front of computer screens, maybe we're not working the muscles in our legs or our arms so much, but we're working our eye muscles and our brain muscles. So close the eyes, let those places have a break, and just focus on your breath. Let's do a few more. Inhaling up, sweeping the space around you. Exhale down. A few more sighs of relief with that exhale. When you breathe in, let the breath be heavy. Imagine it has a weight to it. And then exhale, let it all go and lighten up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, heavy breath. Exhale, let it go, lighten up. Last one. From here, we can bring our right hand over the heart and just add in a small pat here. Working with hopefully affecting some of the energies in the thymus area. That way we're able to regulate our immune system. And in regulating the immune system, we're also able to regulate the lymphatic system, the carrier of these white blood cells. Sitting nice and tall, just a few more little pats here. Big inhale and exhale. From here, we'll bring our hands together at the heart. I invite you to join me in our traditional closing of a bow with Namaste. Namaste. Go enjoy the rest of your beautiful spring-like week. I will see y'all in another class. Have a great day.